Matter, little lady can't drink.
Hey, I can drink, all right? Where am I? If I have a $20 bill in my hand, I'm gonna kill myself.
Don't worry, Norm. You're safe. We're in rehab.
Too bad that you're not as smart as you thought you were in the first place. Too bad that you might get caught. That's not like you to lose face. So sad that you're not as smart as you thought you were in the first place. Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. Rehab? What do you mean rehab? How the hell do we get in rehab?
Alcohol, my friend. Every once in a while, I just have to check myself into rehab.
What? And what do you get, $50 off if you bring a friend?
Hey, I asked you before I brought you here, and you said okay.
I don't remember you asking me anything.
Sure you do. At the bar when it closed, I said, little lady doesn't want to go to rehab? Hey, you signed yourself in.
Oh my God, was that what that was? I thought I was getting bowling shoes.
Oh, I cannot believe this.
Lori, what are you doing here?
You put me down as your emergency contact. How could you take Phil out drinking? He is an alcoholic. Didn't you read his file?
Oh, well, who can find files in that place?
It's your job to know exactly what's in that file, mister. When Curtis finds out about this, he is gonna rip you a new one.
You can't reason with him, Lori. He's a raging alcoholic.
No, he's not. This man has no commitment to anything, not even alcohol.
You see? I'm not a drunk. I've never been that drunk before in my life.
You want to tell me how the hell you could let this happen?
Phil is how. Phil got me drunk, and Phil made me sign in.
Norm, you know what? If you were a woman, you'd have a trailer full of kids. Norm, these files still aren't in alphabetical order.
Oh, yeah, that was taking forever, so I invented a better system.
Okay, well, how the hell do I find Mr. Giannopoulos?
Giannopoulos. There you go.
That file in Mr. Cox.
Well, if it had been Giannopoulos, how cool would that have been, right?
I heard about your trouble. I'm in AA and I wanted to give you this pamphlet.
Oh. Hey, Daddy, Judy Bitterman's in AA.
No names, please. It's Alcoholics Anonymous. And I think you could use their help to get sober. I don't know where you're going to get help for laziness and stupidity.
Hey, Daddy, Judy Bitterman says I need AA.
Well, she ought to know.
Do either one of you understand what anonymous means?
Oh, we know you, Judy Bitterman.
Hey, where you go?
Judy Bitterman.
Judy Bitterman.
Take 12 steps back here. Norm, can I see you in the counseling room?
Ah, yes, sir. That's going to be about Phil. You know, you take one alcoholic out on a big binge, all of a sudden you're a bad social worker. Sir, I can assure you that what happened with Phil will never happen again.
This isn't about Phil, Norm. Now listen, aside from being your boss, I am a social worker, and I'm sensitive to certain things. You're not going to want to hear this, Norm, but you have a disease.
I have a disease? What disease?
The disease of alcoholism.
Oh, my God, you scared the hell out of me here, sir. I thought you meant a real disease.
Alcoholism is a real disease. Can I share something with you?
Not really, sir. I don't care for sharing. It often turns ugly in my experience.
Well, look, the reason I care so much about your recovery is, well, my brother was an alcoholic. And I let him down.
Yeah, see, this is the part I don't care for, sir.
We've been estranged for 20 years. I didn't understand that it is an illness.
Oh, yeah, well, don't blame yourself, sir. How could you know? I probably just look like a guy drinking a lot of booze, right?
And my brother never faced his problems, but you have to face your problems.
But, sir, I'm not an alcoholic.
You're in denial, Norm. That's the first sign of being an alcoholic, is denying that you are an alcoholic.
Well, yeah, that's the first sign of being an alcoholic, but it's also the first sign of not being an alcoholic.
Well, I feel I'm partly responsible for your problem. I've been a tough boss. I've been too hard on you. I'm reducing your workload, effective immediately.
You are? Are you saying, sir, that as long as I'm an alcoholic, I won't have to work so hard?
Yeah?
Oh, help me, sir, I'm an alcoholic!
Listen up, everybody. I've cleared this with Norm. He says you're all friends, so he's not afraid you'll judge him. Norm is an alcoholic. And because he's one of our own, we're going to do everything in our power to support him while he recovers, including lessening some of his duties.
I'm just trying to shake this alcoholism.
I'm sure I can count on all of you for your help and understanding.
What the hell is going on here?
I've been slaving away in this office for 10 years, and you just swoop on in here and come up with some valid excuse to slack off? I love you. Can I call you Daddy?
No, I didn't have any choice, you know. It was either that or accept responsibility for something I did wrong. I mean, that wasn't an option.
But it's a lie.
Come on, Laura, you tell me you never lie.
Well, I tell white lies, like, you know, you look cute in bangs, or, people get off heroin all the time, but not big lies.
Come on, Lori, what's the big deal? I'm just pretending to be an alcoholic. Hey, what about all those alcoholics who run around pretending to be regular people all the time?
You don't get it, do you? Alcoholism is a serious problem. You can't just use that for your own selfish purposes.
That's the beauty of it. He figured out you can.
I cannot let you do this, Norm. Mr. Curtis?
Yes, Lori?
Mr. Curtis, I hate to do this, but as the expert on addiction problems in this office, I know that you will believe me when I say that I know alcoholics, and Norm is not an alcoholic. I'm an alcoholic.
What?
Mary, you've been sitting next to me for 12 years. I had no idea. I know. I've been sitting here desperately hoping you'd hear my subtle cries for help. But if Norm has the courage to come out and Mr. Curtis can embrace him, I realize I can do this without being afraid I'll lose my job. Oh my God. I gave you a rum cake for Christmas, didn't I? Yes, and I ran to the restroom and ate it.
Lori, I'm disappointed in you. You're not aware of Mary's problem, and she sits right next to you?
Oh, no, sir, you mustn't blame Lori. Really, sir. We're very sneaky, you know, booze hounds like me and Mary. Hey, Danny.
Where have you been?
Oh, I was at an AA meeting over there at the Cineplex Odeon. Just trying to take it one movie at a time. Oh, hello, Wiener Dog. How you doing, buddy? It is so nice of Mr. Curtis to let you stay here, isn't it? He's not very smart, is he?
Norm, you know the National Addiction Therapist Seminar, which I've always attended and I've always wanted to speak at, but I've never been invited to speak. Can you guess what's coming next?
Why would they want me?
Well, Mr. Curtis thinks that as a social worker struggling against addiction, you would have a unique perspective. Speaking of which, I had a question for you. Does that hurt?
Ow, Mr. Curtis, Lori's hurting me, Mr. Curtis!
Dare tell on me.
Look, I didn't do this on purpose, Lori. I didn't ask for any of this. It's just that, you know, I wanted to get out of some work, that's all. You know, although I guess it is quite an honor.
Norm, you're not actually thinking of giving a speech.
Oh, no, not a long one. But,
Do you know what you're doing, Norm? You're about to give a speech which is a total lie to a national organization.
hey, wait a minute, national. That could be good, you know? Alcoholism could explain my being kicked out of hockey and all my gambling problems. Hey, wait a second, doesn't being drunk cause you to be impotent?
Yes, it can.
Yes, excellent!
Lori, you gotta snap out of this.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not any good. I mean, I missed Mary. There she was at the next desk. Big red nose staring me right in the face.
So is that what you're wearing for your big speech?
Oh, no, I'm gonna change in the limo they're sending for me.
Hey, Norm, I'm over here.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, that's Heidi. I met her in AA. She won't tell me her last name, but I'm used to that from every woman that I ever dated in my entire life. Oh, hey, Joe, listen, give me a coffee, would you? Beer in a coffee mug?
Sorry, Neil. You know I can't give you a drink.
I don't want a drink, I want a large coffee. Large beer in a large coffee mug?
You're an alcoholic. I can't serve you.
Who told Joe I was an alcoholic?
I did it. Hey, Joe. This frosty glass of beer is so good.
Thanks for coming tonight, Norm. I was a little afraid you might not show up.
Really? Why?
I don't know if you heard me speak the other night at the meeting, but I've had a lot of sleazy sexual encounters I'm not proud of.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm dealing with a lot of regrets.
Oh, no, you shouldn't feel bad about that. You probably did a lot of good.
But thank God those days are over, huh?
Yeah, those days are over. Why are those days over?
Well, because the first year of sobriety is no sex, no relationships.
Oh, well, that's great. Yeah, nothing better than getting to know a person for a full year before you have sex with them. Well, good luck with that, huh?
Norm, can I talk to you?
Oh, yeah, sure, Mary, yeah.
Norm, I'm not doing too good. At first, I really embraced the idea of recovery, but now I don't know if I can go through with it.
Oh, well, don't worry about it, Mary. Let me tell you a little story about willpower. I once had a dog named Scooter.
Who gives a crap? I need a drink.
Show some self-control. Scooter was
I had
a...
self-control. I wouldn't be here right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, let me think here. All right, okay, you can have 2 drinks.
What? Are you insane? I'm an alcoholic. I need you to tell me what to do.
Laurie, can you get some help over here?
Mary, take a deep breath. Take a breath. There, you go. There, that's better now. There. I don't know if I can do this. Norm, what gave you the strength to finally go into rehab?
Oh, rehab? Well, I had some support there. What's the matter, little lady? Afraid to go to rehab?
Oh my God, Norm! Come on, Mary, come on. They're going to take you someplace and get you some help.
Now, I'd like to introduce to you an unlikely hero. A man who came to us after disgracing the sport that he played in. A man who refused to pay taxes to the country that was his birthplace. But who, by coming forward, has made himself a valuable weapon